Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. So in this video, I'm going to review Kai's new comeback Peaches that recently came out. By the way, I'm using my actual voice this time, so bear with me if I sound awkward and dead at some points in the video, because this is unusual for me as it is my first attempt at doing this. First of all, this video isn't created to throw any hate towards a specified artist or any group mentioned. This is purely based on my opinions and is coming from a subjective view when I review this comeback. Furthermore, these thoughts and opinions on Kai's comeback can evolve over time, as I'm only reviewing this at the time of its release. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy and feel free to leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. And lastly, leave a like if you liked the video, it'll be greatly appreciated. So yep, let's get into it. All I gotta say is the budget for all of Kai's films and music videos are insanely high. The Peaches music video obtains a lot of pastel, smooth, bright, stunning colors that makes the whole MV very pleasing to the eye. I very much enjoyed the juxtaposition of the MV with the various colors and different scenes that contrast well together. For example, an orange sunset follows a dancing scene with more purple and violet colors. I think that this definitely makes it visually appealing to the viewers to decrease the boredom when watching. In this MV, I also really like the utilization of the traditional concept and how it differs from other MVs that also have the same theme. For Kai's MV, it's more on the sophisticated, elegant, and graceful side compared to, for example, Thunderous by Stray Kids, Lit by Onus, and Idol by BTS, etc. It is evident that Peaches' music video differentiates itself from the rest. It's distinctive from the other MVs that I've seen myself that use this traditional concept, and I very much like that. Would I say I like this music video more than It's a very difficult decision to make because they are two completely different concepts and each has their own unique vibe and ambience to it. Both are really well done and, in my opinion, are polished to perfection. Although I would say I like more because this is due to my personal likings leaning more towards apocalyptic and dystopian locations and scenes. Despite that, Peaches successfully captivates the audience in every aspect of the video, which I think is what creates a perfect MV. Starting off the album is the title track, and again Kai branches off the R&B pop genre with Peaches. The first thing I thought of when the chorus played was that it wasn't as melodically addictive when compared to his last title track. This is probably because of the less use of repetition of a word in the chorus, which could have played a part in decreasing the hook factor. Despite that, as I continued to further listen to the song, I did catch into the chorus and the melody is definitely satisfying to listen to. I was also fascinated by the start of the song because of the running water and the dreamlike / twinkling sound effects at the intro. It's like as if it's teleporting you to another world into a way to start you off into listening to the album, since this is the very first song. Peaches is definitely an appreciable follow-up after the last soundtrack, because I would say this is more of a softer, smoother and more efficient version of it. Overall, I'm really like Kai's continuing with the R&B style because his last title track created a huge impact towards 4th gen boy group members via the many dance covers that they did, and hopefully this comeback will be the same. The first B-side to come of Kai's second mini album is Vanilla. Firstly, I really like how the song plays off the traditional theme again, since you can clearly hear a raw instrument that is used for the instrumentals in the background. To be specific, I think it could be a bongo. I could be wrong though. Moreover, I'm very fond of the drowsy guitar that was utilized in the empty parts of the song. It creates this comforting and mellow mood to the listening experience. In addition, there's a part where the sound of water can be heard in the background, just like in the beginning of Peaches. Despite it being shorter, it again produces this soothing and dreamy ambience to the song. For the chorus though, I didn't really take interest in the repetitive use of the word vanilla, because I can see myself getting bothered by it the more I listen to the song. Furthermore, I really like how in the empty parts of the song where only the guitar is playing, you can hear that the echoes of Kai's voice were emphasized at those parts. It further builds more of the atmospheric and dreamy vibe that this song already acquires. Those specific points in the song that I acclaimed almost reminds me of one of Khaled's song called Vertigo from the Sun City album. In my opinion, Vanilla is one of those songs where it definitely can soothe you after a hard day, since it acquires a ton of serenity and has that calmness to it. Overall, I think this song leans more towards the indie pop genre rather than the R&B genre, which is adequate so the album can gain more variation and versatility. Following Vanilla comes from a fast-paced song with Domino. In all honesty, I did not expect a song like this to play next, but Domino certainly showcases Kai's signature low-tone voice. The instrumental I would say is more minimalist compared to the two previous songs. The instrumentals is also somewhat stagnant throughout the song, which did bore me out, but I can definitely see this fall into the hip-hop and rap genre rather than the R&B genre that Kai has been pursuing in the majority of discography, and I feel like Kai was boldly experimenting with that. I really enjoyed the verses and the various cadences that were incorporated in it, and I did expect Kai to rap at least in the second verse, but I'm satisfied with what we've got. Although Domino does like the length and duration of your usual song, since it stands on 2 minutes and 55 seconds. For me personally, it does decrease the appeal of the song more, so this lands as my least favorite from the whole album. I feel like Come In could fit in Kai's first album. This is due to the somewhat futuristic vibe being present in the parts of the song. It is also heavily R&B and soul inspired. The instrumental in the chorus is definitely a highlight for me, with groovy beats that layers vocoders, basses, and synthesizers. I'm also very fond of the final production of the chorus, where the song switches back and forth between the left and right ear. It somewhat sounds elevating. It's like an 8D experience. Moreover, Come In reminds you of Usher's past songs, especially Climax, and I actually don't know why. It was the first thing to pop up in my head when the chorus played. Out of all the B-sides, To Be Honest is unquestionably my favorite one. The song is definitely more in the higher register, especially the chorus, and I feel like where the direction the album is going, this song represents the peak of it. The chorus certainly has more emotion in it, and I enjoyed the rhythmical main riff in the chorus, where Kai is sharing his honest feelings with us listeners. It sounds like as if Kai is begging for the person he is talking about when he's singing the chorus. Furthermore, I do think that the melody of the chorus is kind of Western inspired, because it does resemble a Western song that I cannot recall. Despite that, the instrumentals do stay stagnant throughout the whole song, but I'm very fond of the instrumentals itself, so it doesn't really matter for me. I also did notice that in the pre-chorus, the instrumentals are the same, but it's more blurred and muffled, which I really enjoyed when I was listening to the song. This is definitely going straight into my playlist, and the song that I'll probably overplay for the meantime. The final song to conclude the album is Blue. In my opinion, it is a perfect way to close the album with a calmer, melancholic, and euphonious song. There are definitely more raw instruments in the song, for example, the emotional guitar strums that is definitely accentuated in a beautiful piano performance at the end. I myself is not really into slower songs similar to Blue, but I can't lie, this is certainly a great addition to the EP, because it increases the versatility, which is ideal for an exemplary mini-album. I personally think this album was an adequate follow-up to his debut. This comeback continued to show Kai's apparent branding and his musical identity with the R&B pop style. Although the rest of the album did sprinkle some other genres that ranged from indie pop, softer pop, and to hip-hop over some of the R&B based songs. I feel like this album was certainly more experimental in a substantial way compared to the previous one, and that's why I would rate it a strong 9 out of 10. So that concludes the video, and I hope you thoroughly enjoyed the review. Feel free to comment what videos you want me to do next, and I'll see you in the next one.